You know, the first game, Bob, people think of things, and the first game was on radio in 1952 in Washington State, then college. That's the school that produced the same radio station that Edward R. Murrow came from. Several people. And that football game was 14-13. Stanford won. And in the backfield for Stanford that day was a fellow named Bob Mathews, who won 2 Olympic gold medals in the decathlon. Went on to be a congressman. Now lives quietly in California. And you know, to have watched you and lived with you last year when you and your son had that glorious time. That's something you will never forget. And to watch Phil Fulmer, who comes from Winchester, Tennessee. He played at Tennessee. He's lived there all of his life. He will live there all of his life. And he now has security, and his football team has won a national championship. And it's fun to see. And I congratulate him. Bobby Bowden, of course, is a longtime legend, and he too will congratulate Phil Fulmer, because the Tennessee Volunteers felt they might very well be a team of destiny. They talked about it quietly, discussed it with the kind of respect that you had to have for it. And they've won 13 games. They have lost none. And they've stood up to every challenge. And they came out of the blocks at the very start of the season, almost losing at Syracuse. And pulled it out against Arkansas, against Mississippi State.
Beat Florida for the first time in 5 years.
Probably was the biggest thing that happened to them and really got them going. And so it is done. The Tennessee Volunteers have defeated the Florida State Seminoles 23-16.
And welcome to the 4-division post-game report. There's your final score from the Tostitos Fiesta Bowl. Tennessee, the national champions for the first time since 1951. They pull out a hard-fought victory against Florida State. 23-16 was the final in this one. We knew it would be a close matchup. We knew it would be a great defensive struggle. Consider this. Each of these teams beat 7 teams that went to bowl games. They were the only 2 teams to do that, so you knew it would be what we saw today. Right now, we want to go down to the field for the postgame and the presentation of the championship trophy. Let's join Lynn Swan. Lynn.
Thank you very much, John. As you can see, Coach Fulmer is being hugged by friends and family. Folks from Tennessee. Coach, we're going to ask you to turn around here for a moment. Face your fans.
Got a little bag of Tostitos there.
I have Herman Frazier here, president of the Tostitos Fiesta Bowl. He would like to make the presentation of the Fiesta Bowl trophy.
Coach Fulmer, on behalf of Tostitos, they're represented by their vice president, John Copton. The Fiesta Bowl family would like to congratulate you and the University of Tennessee for a wonderful performance. Our 2,500 volunteers of the Fiesta Bowl would like to present you with the Fiesta Bowl trophy. Congratulations, Coach.
Now, T, I'm going to slide behind you here. Let me get on this side, T, for a second. Coach, what goes along with the Tostitos Fiesta Bowl trophy is another trophy that's been almost 50 years that Tennessee had a shot to win. Here with us from Sears Roebuck and Company is the president, Dan Laughlin, to make the presentation of the Sears National Champion Trophy.
Coach, on behalf of Sears and the 300,000 associates nationwide, I'd like, and the American Football Coaches Association, I'd like to present to you, your team, and the University of Tennessee, the Sears National Football Championship Trophy. Congratulations.
Thank you very much. I want to say on behalf of our football team, a special thank you to the Tostitos Fiesta Bowl. They were incredible hosts. I want to say an unbelievable thank you to the crowd of Tennessee loyal volunteers. I want to say a special thank you also to this group of seniors that have been incredible leaders for our football team throughout the year. And to Sears, thank you. It's been 47 years since Tennessee football has brought one of these home. We've got a special place for it. Thank you very much.
Well, Coach, in this ball game, they talked a lot about Florida State's great defense, but in the end, it was a great defense of Tennessee and some outstanding pass receiving by Peerless Price that made the difference.
This football team has consistently found ways to win, and our defense has led the way since the beginning of the season. You can't say enough for the plays that T. Martin and Peerless Price have made this year. Peerless per touch has made as much happen as a receiver as anyone we've had at Tennessee, and we've had some awful good ones. But it's not one or two guys. It's a whole football team believing they could get it done and working hard and finally getting it done.
Well, it was that whole defense that kept the pressure on Outson, kept the pressure on the entire Florida State offensive team. Peter Warwick was not able to be the game breaker that he normally is.
We all year long we said we knew we had to stop the run. You know that if we could make the quarterback in this particular case, he's got 3 starts, he was put in a very tough situation. Make him make plays, and we felt like we could get to him either with the front rush or the extra people that we brought on the pressure. Our defense, John Chavis, and our defense led by Al Wilson, our captain, we are unbelievably thankful for those guys and their effort.
Coach, I'm going to ask T. Martin to step up here for a second. T? Oh, here they go, T. Now, T, every player wants to be a winner, wants to be a national champion. Can you tell me that you thought you'd be standing right here when the beginning of the season began and all the turmoil that this team had to go through?
Right. We knew it. We knew as a football team that we had to come out and prove to everybody that we were the #1 team in the nation. We were the only people that believe in ourselves, and tonight we came out and showed it. We thank all the fans who came out to support us. It was a long way, but we knew we was going to make it here, baby.
Let me ask you about the turning point in your mind for this football team. When did this team know that they had what it took to be a national champion?
Through all the adversity we faced, knowing that a lot of guys went to the NFL last year, we knew we had some big shoes to fill, so we had to make our feet start growing. And when Jamal Lewis went down earlier this season, we knew we had to gel together as a football team, and that's all we did. We won with a football team, offense, defense, and with Mr. Jeff Hall here on the special team.
Okay, congratulations. Does it feel as good as I think it does?
It feels great. It feels great.
All right, let's go back to John Saunders.
All right, Lynn, thank you very much. It must feel very good now. For Tennessee, as we mentioned, their first title since 1951. Phil Fulmer said it at the beginning of the season. Said, we don't have to be the best team, just the best team for 13 games. Now, this is only the second time these two teams have met, the last back in 1958. But consider this, of each team's top 44 players, only 11 seniors on Tennessee, only 9 on Florida State. Don't be surprised if they're back.